92 days. That's how long we had with our infant son. It actually was more than we expected. We had a sonogram at about the 5-month mark, and they told us that he had a heart defect and he would likely not live past birth. So that day, I started writing letters. I wrote letters to him. I wrote letters to God. I wanted to make sense of what I was going through. I wanted to share the thoughts and feelings and hopes that I had had. It was a way for me to cope. And others wrote to us too as they found out what we were all going through. I pored over their every word. A few months later, we came in contact with a surgeon who thought our son might be a candidate when he was born. And this new adventure began. This new hope was born. He had the surgery, lived in the hospital for 6 weeks, and then he got to come home. It was very unexpected. Gifts were put on our front porch and thrown over our gate into our backyard because we were not expecting to bring a baby home. Our people showed up. He was doing okay until he wasn't. And sadly, he died. As loved ones found out, they wrote letters. I collected them all. I treasured their contents. The words were comfort to me. It helped me wade through my grief, helped me feel. I compiled this collection of letters, and then I wove narration in different parts to make it cohesive. I didn't know exactly what I was doing. When it was done, I said, gosh, I think this is a book. I shared it with family and friends. More beautiful letters came in on how this whole experience had touched people, how it had helped them. What I learned is that you can survive the unthinkable. You can make it through what seems impossible, and you can let hope guide you. I had hope, even after he died, maybe even more than I had before. This whole time, what came after is a collection of hope. As a woman of faith, we're not promised an easy life. We are promised God will make all things good to those who love him. And this time with our son was no exception. Even though he was now gone, there were so many gifts we could trace back to our time with him. After the funeral, a teacher I worked with at the time said, "You've never stood so tall." And that became the name of this project, Standing Tall, a collection of hope. If you choose to go on this adventure of reading it, I pray you'll be moved, inspired, and encouraged.